Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Happy Friday. Here we go. KVJ After the Show Podcast. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I know big weekends for everybody here. Big old Easter weekend. Virginia's going camping. That's going to be very exciting.
Are you going camping?
I don't know. I'm trying to get my camper lined up. You told me you had a camper guy.
The more I thought about it, the more annoyed I think the whole thing would get for you and for myself. More annoying, I should say. Yeah, you want nothing to do with this guy.
Really?
Probably.
Do I know him?
Sorta, so to speak.
Interesting. I mean, I do want his camper.
I did get an email here from Xavier. He said, has Virginia ever towed or operated a camper? I know she's a horrible driver, and towing and parking a camper is not easy. From a concerned driver.
Sir, I've never, ever driven a camper or towed a camper, and you should be afraid.
I like how they cited concerned driver.
Yes. So Virginia driving around a camper could be
That's
challenging.
signed from the whole community, by the way.
I get it. It's a valid concern.
I don't think you're going to go.
You don't know me.
I actually know you I know you too well. And I'm going to go ahead and predict the witch does not go tonight. But Mags does.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to go out there and check on it, camper or not.
Yeah.
I
see
am
what's going on.
I am going to sniff around.
Is it Jonathan Dickinson?
I don't know. I got to find out.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to tell the serial killer where to go.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, you've got a 15, almost 16-year-old daughter who's in high school. Got a lot of friends that are driving. They're getting into the drinking a little bit here and there. She talked about yesterday on the podcast, and that's just going to be it. They're going to experiment and dabble, and, I think as parents, you've done a good job letting her know what's right, what's wrong, and then they got to start making their own decisions, good and bad.
Yeah,
I agree.
There's some things you can't control.
I totally agree. And I think that she's getting to that age, 16.
Yeah.
I was just doing my thing when I was 16, counting the days till I could leave for college.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was real strict with all of the kids, but I was the first one that really got the freedom. And when I was about 16, I kind of could go and come and leave and do shit. I could even stay at a girl's house till midnight. Because I think my mom trusted me. My dad trusted me.
Yeah. I mean, she's not far from that. I left home when I was 17, and I never went back. So
17?
Yeah, I got the fuck out of there.
Were you a late 17 or were you?
I have a June birthday, so that did kind of put me there. I was only 17 when I graduated, and I was about 35 minutes past graduation before I jumped in a car and hit the road. So
Really?
I was pretty quick. Yeah, I got right out.
Did you go right to campus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I had a summer job at Ohio University doing landscaping, so I went pretty much right away.
I
and-
would have done that too. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, well, I looked into it because it was a big deal for me because, like I said, my parents were very strict, and, that's just it. I was choked. I'm ready to go out and start living my own life.
Even at 17, you felt like you were choked?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Same thing with my
time.
brother. He was 18 in high school and wanted to go spend the night at his friend's house. My mom wouldn't let him. He's like, fuck this. He might have been 17. But
Yeah, I was over that. I was ready to get out. I'd been in Logan my whole life, and I was ready to find something else. I was just kind of over it, if that makes sense. All of it.
When you finally got out and you were driving to the new school and the new place, were you very excited, nervous, or did you not really even think about it?
I was excited. I wasn't nervous. I was ready to go.
And here's the thing, too, that I think about. Like, you're a dude, Kevin. Jason, you're a dude. I throw a very dude energy. And so I, too, was ready to just go. And I wasn't scared of anything or anyone. Magnolia's not like that. She's like a little, like a baby deer that's just been born. I worry.
Yeah.
Like, I just worry about her differently. Like, my parents didn't have to worry about me. And they knew that. And I was just like, peace. And they were like, okay, she's gone.
Well, you're a little tougher and doing some of the stuff Mags is doing, and you don't think Mags is as tough doing some of the things you are doing.
And not that she's doing anything bad yet, but just the thought of her out and about on her own, I just worry about, how sweet and innocent and she's just a baby.
Here's the thing, though. Your kids, I've got 3, so I've got a variety. I've got a sliding scale. And they will cling to you as much as they need you. We had the oldest, Colin, very independent, always was, never worried about him. And he's, lived in Michigan and now he lives in Atlanta, and that's all good. His sister is, a little bit more, I think, closer to home and stuff like that, not as comfortable going as far and branching out. Though she travels and has been all around the world, she still stays close to home in Boca. And then, Cannon probably, he might be living with us at 40.
Yeah,
So,
I think Rocco, he'll be fine. Rocco could probably leave now and make it on his own.
they're all different.
It's weird. I feel like Rocco could shake people down better than Mags.
Yeah, and we love having all of our kids at home, but we realize, hey, we're not going to force you to be here, and the more they want to be around us, the more happy we are. But, they're all going to do their own thing, and if they need you, they'll come to you, so you don't have to worry about smothering them.
Yeah, I mean, I come from a big family with brothers and sisters, and we're all the same but different. Same, but different.
Yeah, it's kind of the way it goes. You have got the big old Easter weekend going on. Don't know how many people are actually going to be sitting down having a family dinner, Easter egg hunts, those kind of things. I think there's some places doing Easter egg hunts.
We're doing all that.
Yeah.
We're doing eggs in the yard, and then we're all doing a big, huge family brunch.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you need someone to dress up as the Easter Bunny?
Sure.
She's got the costume.
Cool.
I do. Are you offering?
I don't know. If I do that, I'm gonna have to bring a dog with me.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. I got a lot of Virginia this weekend.
You do.
I probably have to dial.
You can't get enough, huh?
Yeah.
5 days isn't enough?
We're gonna be together all day Saturday, but if you need more of me on Sunday, you come over.
I don't think we're gonna be spending all day Saturday. I think it's turning into an evening party.
It is because Panda is not available till later. He's working during the day.
Is evening probably harder for the Queen and the Kevin Ralston to come on out?
Well, she is typically a person who she's content being at home in bed by like 7 to watch TV, and so that's not often.
So it's not only a no, it's a fuck no.
Well, it's not. Yeah, she's not often. We're out on weekend nights.
I think the bird shindig might begin around 4 p.m. So you could totally swing a couple of hours poolside at the bird's new crib.
Get in there and do some chicken fights in the pool. Oh.
Mm-hmm. I got to see where she's set on what she's got on the church schedule. So I know we definitely have Sunday, but she was throwing some other possible services at me. So it's kind of
the Church of Bird will take real good care.
I hear you. It's kind of hard for her to be like, screw Jesus. Let's go hang with Bird. So I got to see where she's set on that. We'll see.
It's a lot of Jesus.
It is a lot of Jesus.
It's a lot of Jesus.
But people might argue, can you have enough Jesus?
I hear you. I'm not trying to turn this into Bird versus Jesus.
On a holy weekend.
I hear you. I'm competing.
If the girl wants more
he's
Jesus.
Really he's trying to go head to head with Jesus right now.
Well, it's going to be a tough weekend to do that.
It is. This party's going to be just me in Virginia, and it's going to be awful.
No, it's not.
Dog, I'm just kidding.
It might be awful, but it's not going to be just me and you.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you'd had a friend that had asked you a question about spiritualism and atheism.
It wasn't a friend. It's just because I'm doing weird and whatever. I'm getting a lot of weird conversations again. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how they are a spiritual person, but they're also an atheist. And then the other person goes, well, you can't be both. You can't be spiritual and an atheist. I kind of beg to differ. I think you can not believe in a God, but also live your life spiritually. No?
Well, what is their definition? Because spiritual. Now, how do they define that?
Well, I think the one person that says that they're an atheist, they said, I believe in some type of. I think people get caught up on definitions where a God means it's an entity or a person or a thing. And I think what the atheist was saying was they believe in spiritual stuff when they see the sun go up and they see trees growing and there's air and there's wind and all that. And that's how they know that there's something moving it along, but they don't necessarily. So
they believe in an ultimate creator?
Yeah, but they also think when they die, that's it. They just go in the ground and there's nothing, there's no afterlife. So would that be even an atheist?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like somebody who believes that there's an ultimate creator, but they don't believe in heaven.
They believe something's moving this along, but they think once you die, that's it. They don't believe in any kind of religion.
No afterlife?
No afterlife. They don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in anything like that. Then the other person was saying, well, no. You can't be both. And
I'm banking on the afterlife because I have so many questions. I have so many people that passed away I want to see. I'm really hopeful that I get to do all that shit.
Just make sure it's not too hot when those doors open because your ass...
Yeah.
If I'm judged on how I treat you, I might be going to hell. But
no, you're not going to hell.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an answer.
Is there an answer to that? Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, I think everybody's got their own little definition of what spiritualism and.
I agree. That's kind of what I gathered with it. It was kind of a round and round
Not
thing.
understanding what exactly they define, because it seems a little contradictory at this point to say I believe in a master creator.
They believe in
an atheist.
So I guess my question:
if you believe in a creator, then
Tyler?
I don't know that you're. Yeah, even Tyler. Well, I don't know that you're an atheist.
Well, do atheists they don't believe that anything?
I think they just believe like
it's just here.
Yeah, it's just happened.
It just showed up.
Big Bang, baby.
Yeah, I don't even think the atheist knows that they're not an atheist. To your point, if they believe in some kind of creator.
Yeah, maybe they don't understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to understand till you die.
Well, that I agree with.
And then I really hope that it all gets like explained to you, like downloaded into your brain, and you're just like, oh, that's what's up.
I love everyone's theories, and I respect everyone's theories, but I don't believe anyone's theory 100%. How could you?
Well, that's the reason for this, and that's the reason for that. Like, I look at it like when you die, like, every question is answered and it just all comes together and makes sense, like this crazy life we've been living.
But if you do die and that is just it, what the fuck is this? And then every time I ask that question, people are like, well, why does it matter? You're dead. I want to know.
This can't be it.
It does matter to me. I would like to know, if we just die, what the fuck is this game?
We don't just die. I'm telling you right now.
I'm with you. I believe.
There's more to this.
Well, this is such an odd thing. This is a weird level. If this is possible, why can't something else be possible? If just this life right here.
It's all possible.
It's Friday. Let's get deep.
Feels like we need weed here.
I feel like I just ate a gummy.
We probably do need some weed.
Mm-hmm.
They make those weed gummies, and instead of Sour Patch gummies, they're called Sour Patch Dummies.
They also have the nerd rope. It's this long nerd rope, and
it's like weed.
Oh yeah,
I don't think Kevin knows that. It looks like a real nerd rope.
Yeah, he knows about. He knows about some weed.
I didn't know that they have like takeoffs of the exact like Sour Patch gummies. They're Sour Patch Dummies.
Yeah. Daddies, Kevin and Virginia are pot curious again.
Always, man.
You guys are very pot curious.
Always. Well, that's why I keep looking. We're talking about the places that have made it recreational. I'd love it if it were something as affordable and easy and legal, and I knew just how much to take to relax.
You would know all that.
Yeah.
You'd be a guy that gets this card that would know the dosage. You would actually be a good, probably weed person.
Yeah, I would be a great weed person. I think it would come down ultimately to cost. Because I know what I spend, because, I use vodka for the same thing, just kind of like a relax.
Yeah.
You think the weed would be cheaper than vodka?
Yeah, because I think you'd find yourself... It might be the same, maybe a little bit cheaper, because you're not a big weed guy as it is, and I don't think
it's just enough to
not going to take much.
I like a drink to knock off the edge.
And I think like your buzz is going to be happier and better. Alcohol's kind of unpredictable, and if you have too much of it, you can get real squirrely.
Well, it's all what you bring
and
to
then piss off your wife.
It's all really what you bring to the dance when you're drinking.
Yes.
If you are in a bad mood and you're drinking, there's potential. Not you, I'm saying in general.
If your friend just died, you may get on a pool table and yell at the bar, "Do you want to die?"
Yeah, there are times when you kind of know when you shouldn't drink.
You probably shouldn't have drank anything that day.
But the thing about the weed is you don't have any hangovers. You don't feel compared to the alcohol. Now, I know there's a sober person that doesn't do diddly dick. That's guys don't fucking need anything. I get it. You are awesome and you're better at
Your
life.
coping skills are great. We're so proud of you.
You're so good. And why are you listening to this podcast?
Yeah, you might be too good for us. You can't listen anymore.
I'm talking about the sober person that judges is what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking for enough just to relax.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And to me, it's going to come down to probably convenience and cost.
I think we're living in some remarkable times for people like you.
You're going to have Denny's helping you, too.
You've got a few people around you that might be able to hook you up.
Yeah.
The first one's free, bruh.
For the Kevin Ralston, first 6 months.
I think, Bird's just going to pick up your tab for a little bit.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well,
He'd be proud to do it.
Well, my house is Sasquatch Recordings North. Denny's is Sasquatch Recordings South.
Okay.
Either location, you'll be just fine.
You're good.
Wherever you go, they got you.
Well, if you're looking for some good food to go with that weed, we were talking earlier about Disneyland. This is in Anaheim. They're doing like a pickle corn dog kind of thing. And Kim said, hey, the South Florida Fair is going to be doing the pickle corn dog booth. So next month when it opens up, you can go and try it. It's delicious. And the one at Disneyland, they're serving it with a side of peanut butter. I guess you dip it in the peanut butter, which I was very fascinated to try that combination together. So South Florida Fair. Maybe it might be your first chance to check it out.
Dip it in the peanut butter.
I bet you would.
If you say it like that, it sounds dirty. I'm gonna dip it. No, I've never fucked peanut butter.
No. Have you ever put peanut butter on your dick?
In the bedroom?
Yeah.
I think you've asked me this before, and yes, I have with a partner. Yes. And yes, she liked it. I know you're going to keep asking me questions.
What was her name?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not ruining people's lives so the witch can get her jollies
Was it
off.
Chewy?
She does. She enjoys it.
I'm still not ready for Chewy jokes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm probably not going to ever be ready for Chewy jokes.
I'll take it
She's
back.
going to keep trying, though.
She does. She waited a good month to the last because she saw how I did not take it well.
No.
Yeah, how it shut down the entire show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me shut down the podcast real quick.
Aw.
No Chewy jokes.
I got an email here on other crushes. Lauren from Paris had said, you know, Jay Bird pretty good on the acronyms this week, so I kind of want to focus a little bit on some of his crushes.
Oh.
All the ones that he said. He's really been blurting out a lot here lately. Who has he not had a crush on?
Crushes?
Maybe he's horny. Are you horny?
I am horny.
Recently admitted crushes on Maya, Snow White, Olivia Munn, Topanga, Leslie Mann, Lisa Turtle, the girl from Len who did Steal My Sunshine.
Wow, that's so much research.
Lucy Liu. Yeah.
These are all accurate.
But that's so much research and very accurate.
The girl from Wonder Years, Jennifer Love Hewitt. How many others do we have that we missed?
Did I say Jennifer Love Hewitt?
You did. You said you loved her boobs.
Well, back in the day when you could say things like that. That might have been a wild 95.5 comment.
Look, if you can't say you like boobs, what kind of country is this?
Oh, I mean, here.
Don't we all like boobs?
I do.
They're fun to look at.
I do love boobs.
Are there any crushes that was left off the list? Do you have a current top crush
Yes.
right now
Tell us.
that you...
I would first of all, I would never tell you a local crush, like a real crush.
Are you talking to anybody?
No, I'm not talking to anybody.
You want to bring somebody over on Saturday?
What do you got?
Well, I can always.
No, I don't. No, it's gonna be it's gonna be horrible, awkward, drunk Virginia.
Well, no, I would outsource the project to somebody
We're good.
else that you trust, somebody that is around younger girls. I haven't been in a
don't,
club.
Don't make it sound like younger.
I don't mean like young girls. I just mean like, in their 30s.
Okay. One of these days I'll take you up on your crazy offer and see where it goes. Which is good. Yeah, I know it's gonna go into the shitter. Kevin's a great wingman. You see, what will happen is you will bring a hot person over, and then 20 minutes you're going to forget you brought her over because you're drinking, and they're going to start zinging me.
Oh.
Give me a wet willy. No. In my own home.
This turns into a heckle session.
I'm sorry. It does go that way sometimes. I apologize. I was overserved.
I'm kidding. I'm having fun.
You're going to party with this girl this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Party.
We're going to party not hard. We're going to party medium.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. How hard is Mags going to party?
I hope light.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to put Mags to shame.
I'm going to go out there and do a drive-by to this camping excursion, and hopefully I don't see anything like White Claw cans or anything.
How would you react, though, if Mags turned into just as hard of a partier as you've ever been? Would you have any problem with that? Is there an issue? Or is
She
it
don't
like,
got
okay.
it in her.
But no, this is a
I know.
make-believe question.
Well, this is, and I've seen that too. Like I said, my daughter in high school and even, for the first part of college when she was playing softball, it was pretty, she didn't really drink much or do much. And when she kind of, aged out of that, then, she got with a little bit of a party crew.
So I was shocked yesterday when you told me Mags had even been drinking a little bit, because Mags reminds me so much of me when I was in just the innocent. I was such an innocent fuck back in high school. And when I heard that, I was like, she's way ahead of me.
She could. I mean, who knows? She could surprise me. I think she has a better head on her shoulders.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Than
you?
I did or do.
Okay.
So I think that she'll look at situations and make different choices that are smarter and better and not as risky and crazy. But I have big dick energy, and so I wasn't really afraid of stuff. She actually is afraid of stuff, and she's more demure in how she carries herself. I walk around like I have a 12-foot dick. So
Okay.
we're just different.
Did you say you act like a 12-foot dick?
So you don't think there'd ever be a time where you'd really step in and say anything to Mags if you saw her going as crazy as you have with a night of partying? You'd be like, she's just having a good time.
No, I would step in if she was going to hurt herself or hurt somebody else or really just too drunk.
Well, if it's out of control and disrespectful,
yes,
you have to. Even if your kids throw shit back in your face, go, yeah, I get it, but I'm a legal adult. I'm allowed to do it. You're under my house. You can't do it. I know it's hypocritical. That's the way of the world.
Let's say that Mags is 22. You see her so drunk and she gets in front of a bar and asks everybody if they want to die. Do you say anything to her?
Yes.
For that, what do you say and how?
I put her in the car. I just remove her, much like Denny's and Jay Bird removed me from the Pirates' Well.
We got you out of there like a James Brown concert. We got you off stage. I feel like there was a cape of some sort to put over your...
They cloaked me and moved me, and I'm grateful.
It was weird because I was just getting over. I was just done with a chug contest. So I'm like, oh, wait, what the fuck
What just
going
happened?
on? I know we keep talking about this, but it's one of those Wikipedia moments. It changed a lot of us.
I know.
Okay.
I definitely was not in my right mind that day. I should not have been drinking anything, much less massive amounts of booze on a St. Patty's Day.
Do we all have our one we felt this shit public appearance? Because I know I have at least two that really jump out and be like, oh, man.
Well, I probably have a baker's dozen.
I have a ton, but there's two where I'm like, oh, fuck. Where it makes me cringe thinking about them.
I like the ones where you were fighting with me and Kevin on stage at karaoke.
The one with Kevin makes me cringe, and the one with you and me, that's just me and you.
normal.
That's just me and you fucking battling. The Kevin one, there was one, we were in Wellington, and I was hammered. I didn't mean to get that drunk. People were giving me drinks, and I had to make an announcement at Wellington, and then I had to run in some kind of like a horse goofy game, and I wasn't able to run, and I fell and hit my head, and I threw up in front of everyone.
Oh, wait, at the equestrian center. I remember that when you were out there in a horse costume for Little Smiles.
I overheated. I didn't know I was going to be in a horse costume.
Well, that wasn't entirely your fault. You were given like tequila shots.
They were, and people are throwing that the event was giving them to me. So I thought, okay, this is fun, and it kind of hit me all. And I think
it was so bad.
I threw up right in front of the front row,
and there was like families there.
Oh,
it was the middle of the day.
Oh, I made us look. I say us, our show, really bad.
It was so bad.
I felt really bad. I did.
I think mine was when we first got to town. We did a light the night where they were out there for 24 hours, and we got ourselves a camper.
We did.
I was drinking heavily, and then they asked me to speak to the student body.
Yeah.
We thought we were like rushing for a frat.
And I was so hammered, and I thought I was nailing it. I thought I was really like digging deep into inspiration here and talking about life until they came up and gently removed the microphone from my hand. Then I realized maybe it wasn't going as well as I thought it was.
Damn, dog! You just reminded me of another one. We were at Blue Martini, and I totally forgot
Which Blue Martini?
It was the one in West Palm Beach. This was when we were at Wild.
Okay.
And I was double booked. It was kind of a salesperson's problem, and they came to Blue Martini to say, "We got to get you out of here. You have to go host something at the middle school." I think it was at Jupiter.
Oh,
and I was in the fucking bag. I gotta go do this now. And I remember being on stage, and I'm talking to the kids. I'm trying to get them all. It's at a dance, and I go, "All right, guys. Who wants to storm the stage?" And I just saw the principal go, no! And all of the kids stormed the stage. I think they broke the DJ's equipment. It was. I hear that principal still hates my guts.
Yeah.
Hates me.
I could see that.
Wow.
The kids loved it, though.
Oh, yeah.
The kids loved it.
You're a man of the people, not the administration.
A lot of these are at Wild 95.5. I've grown.
Yes. Got an email here from Megan. She said, I live in Washington, D.C., but I'm a big-time Mets fan, and I own a shirt with the below image of Mr. Met stampeding the top of the Capitol building, and as with everything, it's causing controversy. I have one friend who is not into sports and thinks it's insensitive to wear, especially in D.C., after what happened at the Capitol. I have another friend who thinks it's just good-natured ribbing at a rival, and the shirt should be worn with pride. Am I an asshole if I wear this shirt this season? I think the only thing that they can throw at you is you did have the death and a couple deaths that were associated with it. And so I always kind of look at, all right, what was the repercussions of it?
Officers died.
But is that what
we're trying to protect the Capitol?
Is that what? I mean, how old is that photo? Is it a new photo, or has it been in? Was that printed before?
It doesn't say on the printing, but the question is about wearing it this year. So regardless of when it was printed, here, just not even a season removed from the storming of the Capitol building, wearing something where the Capitol is crumbling with Mr. Met trampling on top of the Capitol building is at in poor taste. Yeah, especially because you are in Washington, D.C., and it just depends. Some people don't mind being a little bit of a lightning rod and having people say something. Or
this is one of those things where you're going to get a bunch of people going, wear the fucking shirt. And then, do not wear that shirt. It's just like everything in life. You're going to get some people that hate it. Some people are going to love it.
I just see how you're set, and everybody is set differently.
Do you want the negative attention? Because you're going to get it from half the people.
I don't even
if you wear anything that taunts the other team, you're going to always kick up a little dust. You can wear a Mets shirt, but you don't have to wear a Mets shirt with it stomping on the Capitol to support the Mets.
To me, I look at that. I don't see anything wrong with it. When I see something like that, I go, this is just the Mets and the Nationals doing a rivalry thing. I'm not going to get upset about it. It's just a shirt. My life will still go on, but some people are going to get real upset, and their week will be ruined.
And I think too, it's now we have to dial it in with everything we do. You have to think about, okay, how many people? First of all, if I would have seen this, I probably wouldn't even at first correlate the whole Capitol building, that kind of stuff. I'm not an easily offended person. but now you always have to think about who's the most offendable person in the room, and we have to live to their sensibilities a lot of times, which is where we are. And that's why I saw the thing where 64% of people were talking about how they're annoyed with cancel culture and they think it's toxic for our country. And, that's where it comes from with this. So something like this, I don't think it's overtly. I mean, okay, let's put it on the scale of how offensive is it to me, and everybody's got their own scale. To me, this is a 1 or a 2 tops. And, it's just like, all right, it is what it is. So it's nothing I would compute. You're not going to be offending me with it.
No, to me, it's a non-issue. But I know that there's a lot of offended fuckers out there that will wake up and go, I need to be mad.
And some people don't mind. If you offend the most offendable person in a room, they're like, fuck them, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to live my life. And so if you've kind of got that feeling about it, I would say you're not going to offend a majority of people. Probably 80% of people are not going to think about it or not going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that.
Most people aren't going to even notice it, first of all. The way you get people mad and offended is take a picture of it, put it on social media, and then go, did this offend you guys or not? And then, fuck, I'm so offended. Most people aren't going to even notice that.
80 to 90% of people they're not going to be phased with this. They're going to be more phased with insulted because it's Met coming out and he's ripping the W apart too for Walgreens there.
The Walgreens W.
And I don't know why he hates that pharmacy so much.
Well, he loves CVS.
Okay.
Most people don't have time to get offended on stupid shit like that because they're too busy working and providing for their family and they're living their life.
So I would say, not too bad. You should be fine.
Don't worry, though. Someone will send an email.
There will be, the most offendable person in the room will be like, I can't believe it. Guys are lost.
Anytime I read an email where someone's offended, that's always the voice. Like, I cannot believe you said that.
I just don't know how that person honestly goes through life every day.
Oh, my God.
I mean, how do you every single day? Because there are, if you're set that tight, there are a gazillion things that could offend you and rock your world.
There's so many fucked up things out in the world that don't give a shit either.
I can't believe it.
My voice is quivering.
Every day's got to be like, this now. Oh.
That's why I think
now this.
I think a lot the social media people that get offended on social media, I think some of them are legit, but I think a lot of it is just an act. I think it's fake mad. I'm not really that mad, but I know this is going to get a lot of interaction.
Yeah, I agree. I think as a society and culture, I think for the most part, we've done a really good job at kind of redrawing and redesigning the sensibilities. But I think you need a little pushback from both sides because it does go to the extremes. I think somewhere through both sides. That's why the rest of the world, we can't all be pussies either. We got to sometimes say that's ridiculous. Like, sorry, we're not making that something that's so taboo. Sorry, you got to check yourself because we're not going to go through the list and just say everything is offensive.
Well, the other thing too
we're going to give you a few, and there's a couple where I'm not going to give you that one.
Well, life is fucked up, man. Some people want to laugh through this fucked up ride, and I mean fucked up in a good way. There's ups, there's downs. It's just a weird ride, and some people need to laugh through it.
And I love sick humor, so
I do too.
You're not taking that away from me. I love to laugh at sick shit.
Back up.
That's my right.
Exactly.
To laugh at truly tasteless things. That's how I'm gonna live, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the emails. Always fire them off. Mail at kvjshow.com. And you guys enjoy your Easter weekend. See you back here on Monday.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.